Escape Room Tournament of Champions. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you go? Should you not go? We're gonna find that out today. Yo, what's going on, Movie Nation? It's Just Jess here. Hope you're having a good day. And today, yes, Escape Room Tournament of Champions. I saw the first one back in January 2019, right when opening weekend came out. And guess which theater? I went to this exact same one, following the Instagram page, liking the photos, just hearing any news for the second rumor sequel, and now it's out, and I can't believe we're gonna go watch it. Stick around till the end because we are going to review. I am located in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Today we are going to go at AMC Niles Sub in not IMAX, not Dolby. I wish they had it though. Unfortunately, they do not. If you don't know who I am, hi, hello, my name is Jess. My YouTube channel, it's Just Jess. Here we do movie reviews, giving you the biggest and best reviews of the movies that are releasing at the time. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. And we're actually in front of the theaters. We're gonna leave. Guys, we made it to the theaters. AMC Niles Sub. Such a beautiful day out here in Chicago. Movie Nation, let's talk about the movie. So we got Escape Room Tournament of Champions. I've been posting on articles, I've been reading blogs, I've been on their Instagram. I've been obsessively and anxiously trying to find if we get a sequel because I love the first one, that dynamic, the psychological horror, the things that they did in the escape room. So we got the second movie. Guys, let's talk about it. We got 6 main characters, just like the first movie. We got Taylor Russell as Zoe Davis, Holland Roden as Rachel, Logan Miller as Ben, India Mora as Bianna, Carlito Oliveira as Derek, and Thomas Conquerel as Nate. Guys, spoilers for the first movie. Spoilers for the first movie. If you haven't seen the first movie, please go watch it because it does talk a lot about character development and the techniques and strategies, hints, tips, and tricks for the second movie that concurs with the first movie. The second movie starts out with a 2-minute recap of what happens in the first movie, but you still miss a lot of character development moments into what happened to the second film. We obviously know that 2 main characters passed the first game. So we got Zoe Davis as Ben returning as the main leads. But it's funny because in the first movie at the end, I thought they were kind of dating, but I guess this movie solidifies them just as like best friends in a relationship. I'm still cool with that. I mean, I kind of wish they were dating, but I can see maybe they're not trying to take that angle. But hey, best friends works here. So this movie starts with a recap, starts with an introduction what these characters are. This takes place right after the first movie. Right after they're dealing with their traumas, they're going to therapists, they're trying to talk to each other. And based on the first movie, they're trying to attack Minos. But they do go to Minos in New York, but they don't get there by air. They get there by traveling in a car. I just want to say everything from the first movie has been doubled to the second movie. So you're gonna like the second movie a lot. Miraculously, I know a lot of people are gonna nitpick at this, or like people are gonna be like, I can't believe all of them ended up in the same subway, in the same car. Like, yeah, that's funny because imagine if Zoe and Ben didn't go at that time, Minos would have just started the game with them. But it's funny how miraculously all of them started with the same like cart underneath the subway. I just thought that was really funny, even though that might be lazy writing, but a lot of people, I don't care. I love it, whatever. So we still got everything from the first escape room. We got deadly traps. These are deadlier, faster, no room to breathe, basically, in a short amount of time. So for this movie, we got the recap, we got the intro, we got the subway scene, then there's a little dialogue, which is like they're in the elevator. Then we got the bank, then we got dialogue, then we got the beach, then we got dialogue. Then there's 2 more escape rooms, but I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just gonna tell you guys that this movie has intermission time. So every one escape room, they have a little bit of time to like reset because the first movie didn't give us that. It was just ding, ding, ding. The second movie does give us a little bit of breather. So these characters find out more information about each other. And I just want to say it does talk about the rest of the championships because it's Tournament of Champions. So every single other person has beat Minos' escape room. And it's funny because Zoe and Ben are the only ones that have 2 in the same room. Now, what the movie doesn't tell us is, yes, it does give us a little bit of backstory to every single other character like Rachel, Ben, Brianna, and Derek, but it doesn't give us a lot. Like, yeah, they talk about it. I wish we would have seen flashbacks. I wish we would have saw this, but it would have been interesting to see like what kind of rooms like vision wise, because it's a movie. I get it that they tell us a little bit of backstory, but it's not a lot of backstory. Or maybe I'm just greedy and I just really want a lot. And everything I loved about the first movie is given to me in the second one. What I wanted from the second movie going into it, I wanted a group of strangers that had beat Minos games in their own previous games separately to come together to defeat Minos once and for all. And we do get that kind of, but not really. I won't spoiler it too much, but that's all I'm saying. But it's very awesome that these group of character strangers that have beat Minos are like ready to come back. And it's way more faster this time. People actually know what they're doing. They're trying to solve puzzles, find clues, find code, find doors. Like, it's very action packed. Like, yes, there is dialogue, but it's meaningful dialogue towards the characters to increase the story dynamic tension to give to the audience. It's like the rooms, the subway scene, the bank, the beach. The first 3 rooms that I will talk about, it's like they have so much detail in them. Like the first movie, yeah, it was great, but this has like minuscule things like at the bank that have like a lot of cases. And like, yes, it might be green screen, but you gotta think about it. Damn, like people are really playing life or death, but just because they have that knowledge or that experience propels them forward to these rooms. And I just want to talk about Zoe's character. She wants to take down Minos down. She asked Ben to go with her to New York, but they drive there. Once they're in the subway, they're in the games. But in the trailers, she does say, I found other people to help me take Minos down. And I do not think we hear that in the movie. seen in the trailers. But then the beach scene is crazy because I can't go past that without talking about spoilers. The good thing too about this movie is that everyone's a pro. No one's like lame. Everyone actually wants to find clues. So sometimes from the first movie, we had some characters that really didn't care. Like they thought it was a game. No, this is not a game. Like people actually know what they're getting into. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's really just right to the point. It's like hitting the starting line with NOS and nitrous. It's no downtime, which a lot of people might not like. But to be honest with you, we already had that in the first movie, and seeing it in the second movie, because I was in the theater, I was like, oh my gosh, they're starting now. It's like boom, like ready, set, go. It's nice to see these character development moments coming from their own previous game into this game, trying to help each other out in order to take down Minos. But what about these characters? Rachel is a very interesting character. After what's going on, she's like, did you just say Minos? Like everyone knows exactly what Minos is. Everyone tries to help each other out. And like, yeah, like Rachel, like I cannot believe, like Rachel compliments Zoe in a good type of way. I want to say she's like another leader. Like even though like they're side by side, and yeah, Ben, of course we obviously know Ben, but I'm talking about these characters. Rachel is a formidable force to reckon with. Zoe in the first movie, she starts off as timid, shy, doesn't want to talk to anyone, but during halfway from the first movie, she changes, and we see in this film, she has turned a 180 type of girl. She just wants to destroy Minos. She doesn't care what's in her path, what happens. And it's funny because in the beginning, she's like, I'm not gonna stop until those who are behind bars, and I know they're not gonna do it again, or something like that. I'm like, wow, like I love Zoe's character transformation, because the first movie she was timid and shy. Halfway through the first movie, she changes, and now she has changed for good. Like, wow, her character story arc is crazy because now all she cares about is defeating Minos. And like the therapist says, everything that she thinks is a clue. And to be honest with you, it's not a bad thing to think like that, because she's always looking out for her survival, and that's fine. That's fine. That's great. He didn't really want to do anything. He didn't want to help the group, but now with obviously with Zoe's help, he wants to take him down too. Like I don't want to say he doesn't compare to Zoe, because obviously I feel like Zoe as a character is more of a leader figure than Ben. Ben is still a nice, amazing character with Zoe to try to tackle these rooms. Brianna comes from a different backstory because she talks about being an influencer. So I'm just like, wow, like she does get scared a little bit, but however, these characters do pull themselves up and help the grade of the cast. Brianna has some great moments too. The diversiveness of the cast is great, because if you look at these casts, they all come from different backgrounds. They're all different ages, and they both have different like ethnicities, which is great because these are strangers trying to come together. Nathan has some great story moments. There's one where he's like, don't worry guys, I got this, and he's like, God's gonna help me. So it's so cool. So basically the movie is they're trying to escape rooms. Like towards the end when they're running, oh my gosh, and this is kind of mild spoilers, but I just want to say they do talk about having multiple room sequences in the same time. Like imagine 6 people over there, 6 people right there. It's like crazy because towards the end you see a lot like that you shouldn't have seen. And like, yes, we still don't know. Here's one of the negatives. We still don't know Minos is or what they are. We saw glimpses of them from the first movie. This just shows that Minos has so much influence and control over daily lives, which is very crazy because it's a divisive final act of the third arc. Because without getting into spoilers, I just want to say it is very diverse. Now you can look at it either way or, but I'm not going to ruin it to you. But all I'm going to say is something shows up in the movie and it changes everything from the first movie. That's all I'm going to say. And it could be good or bad depending on your perspective, but we can't talk about it right now. I mean, the only thing that I have bad with this movie is I wish I had more character development from when they gave us. Yes, they talk about it a little bit, but I wish one had more like visuals or representations, what the other people had to go through. Like Rachel, like she has a macular degeneration where she can't feel pain. I wish I would have saw some of the rooms, not just dialogue. I mean, yeah, it's great. Escape Room Tournament of Champions. I really love this movie. I thought it was an amazing film. Previously, I don't want to say this outdoes the first one, but it's a very different angle from the first movie that we haven't seen previously. All right, guys, that's gonna be everything for me today. Hope you have a great day. Let me know if you ever need anything. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, because I will post every single video once a week until I can make YouTube a full-time career. And honestly, guys, I'll see you next week.